Uh, Hello all. Uh, Today we have Shaumin Dash to talk about POXO, specially designed for parents. And as you know, during this lockdown, also child abuse is rising high. Like there was 92,000 call was given to government helpline for child abuse. So here Samin Dash will talk about POXO, like prevention of child um, sexual offense, how to protect our children from sexual offense, and she is already a corporate like trainer, and she is also a post consultant, training the employees on workplace harassment, and she's also a POXO consultant. So I will request Shamin to give her introduction and share her day with the
Hi
audience.
everyone. Thanks Saida for my nice introduction. So I'm working as a post consultant as well as POXO consultant. Already Shaida has shared details that during the lockdown, already 92,000 child abuse cases has reported via Women and Child Development helpline to report that. So you can understand that how many child abuse has happened during lockdown. It's only reported cases, so you can understand that lots of cases are there that reported, no, that's not reported. So I am sharing today the details, means for the session, that will be that POXO Act, what can be done to prevent child abuse, as well for parents as well as the school, they can do the prevention of child abuse. So I'm starting my presentation from here. Can you see it? Can you see my screen, Shaida? Hello.
I can see your screen.
Okay, Devadit, is fine.
I can see, yes.
Okay, so I'm starting my presentation over the protection of children from sexual offenses. So special law. For the first time, a special law has been passed to address the issue of sexual offenses against children. So it has done on 2012, on 14th November. Before that, passing this act, sexual offenses for all type of sexual offenses against children. So there was also no distinction between an adult and a child victim. So the government has decided to give that special law for child prevent of child abuse and sexual assault. The offenses have been really defined at the first time in a law, such as the offenses of sexual assault, sexual harassment, and pornography. So the act has come into force effect on 14 November 2012, along with rules framed thereunder. The safeguard the interest of child, thus every stage of judicial process. For the proper development of child in view of its protection of the right to privacy and confidentiality. This is the overview of POXO Act. It has come on 14 November 2012. Then amendment has come in along it in 2017 and also in last year, that means in 2019. So it's a safeguard for child to give the judicial process and also prevent from child to sexual abuse, assault, and also child pornography. For the proper development of child, also giving that right of privacy and confidentiality also. So here is the most important provision of Act, that is definition of child. So who is child? Child is under who is below age of 18, that will be come under definition of child. definition of different forms of sexual abuse. There is a three types of sexual abuse has happened. That is penetrative, non-penetrative assault, and what is aggravated sexual assault. So penetrative, I will come in next slide. What is the penetrative assault? What is the non-penetrative assault? And what is the aggravated sexual assault?
Hello.
That abuse of child. So sexual assault by a group or a relevant punishment. The mandatory reporting of crime, there will be the reporting to crime should be there, and the abatement of an offense and the act also attract the same punishment as that of the offense committed. So as per the offense committed, those there will be the different type of punishment is there mentioned in POCSO Act. So this is the main child below 8 under below 8 year after everything is happened with sex abuse or sexual harassment will become outcome and act. Prevention of sexual harassment at workplace. That can be the colleges, that can be the workplace, so like corporate institutes, hospital, any government house, restaurant, that will become under POS Act. So here is, I will tell that what will be the penetrative sexual assault and what will be the aggravated sexual assault. Penetrative sexual assault means if any person to touch the private part of child, or or he wants to try to do the same to the child, or also he is trying to force the child to see his or her sexual part. So that is come under penetrative sexual assault. And aggravated sexual assault means it can come on any institute like school, any educational institute, its coaching center, or might be hospital or any police station. If sexual assault or sexual harassment will be happened with child, that will become under aggravated sexual assault. So definition of sexual assault or mentioned on POCSO Act. So section 7 is there. That is that whoever with the bad intention, that will be also common under sexual assault, touches the private parts of a child, be it a male or a female child, or makes the child to do so. So he can force to do same thing whatever he would be doing with the child. So it can also under the sexual assault, and which involves physical contact without penetration. It's said to be becoming sexual assault. That might be the showing pornography, or might be seeing the private part, not touch or any push any private part to a child, private part and all. And this is the sexual harassment. There is a differentiate has done, make that sexual assault, what is sexual assault and what is sexual harassment. So sexual harassment is that when any person with a sexual intent utters a word or makes any sound or gesture or displays or exposes any part of the body with an intention that the child would hear the sound or sees the part of the body, is said to commit the offense of sexual harassment. So suppose one child is there in a school or any place, and any person is doing any kind of noise or any gesture or displays or exposes any part of the body, not the private part, any part of the body with an intention that child would hear the sound and sees the part of the body, is said to commit the offense of sexual harassment. Even showing of any porn film with any sexual intention too is an offense. So that is also defined that, so showing porn film, any pornography to child, that is also come under sexual harassment. Using a child for pornographic purposes is also offense punishable under the Act. So there is a mandatory reporting. If any sexual abuse or sexual assault or sexual harassment has happened with child in any institute or any educational institute or any school or any hospital or might be in police station, so there will be the mandatory reporting is required. So in line with the best international child protection standard, the Act also provides for mandatory reporting of sexual offences. So also Sahida and I also mentioned that in during lockdown period, we 92,000 child abuse cases has reported to the child helpline number. So it is mandatory to report that child abuse to that helpline. It is also required. So a act has cast a legal duty upon a person who has the knowledge that a child has been sexually abused to report the offense. So in that part, in a school or any institute, a POCSO consultant is required or any trained person is required who can understand that a child has been sexually assaulted or abused to report the offense. Failing to do so attracts a punishment of 6 months, 6 months imprisonment or a fine. So if any school or any institute, if not doing that, means they are failed to report that sexual abuse or sexual harassment has happened with the child or any student in their sexual abuse has happened in their institute. So if they are failing to report that, so that authority can be get 6 months imprisonment with fine or any fine, only fine. Medical examination of the child should be conducted in the presence of the parent of the child, and in case of girl child by a woman doctor. So after if that report has been mandatory reporting is there, it's required. So after that, medical examination has to be done of child or presence of the parents. Parents should be there. Without parents, absence of parents, it can't be happened. And if a girl has abused by any person in girl child, so definitely a woman doctor should be there. To medical examination has to be done by her. And it is the procedure for the reporting of cases. So definitely as a institute authority, there has to be file a report that sexual harassment or abuse has happened, and proceed, and that there is a procedure also mentioned under POCSO Act. So procedure for the reporting of cases is that any person who has an apprehension that an offense of sexual abuse is likely to be committed or known that his offense has been committed should provide the information to the special juvenile police unit or local police. So that is also mentioned that in POCSO Act, that for prevention of child abuse, there is a special juvenile police unit, that is SJPU or local police station. Any person who knows that sexual abuse has happened with child, so he can or she can go and report a file in local police. Also she can do that or he can do that in a special juvenile police unit. The police or the special juvenile police unit should make immediate arrangements to give the child care and protection. They should report the matter to the Child Welfare Committee within 24 hours of recording of the complaint. So if after reporting this case, the police have to take that immediate action, and they have to take complaint, and they have to report to Child Welfare Committee CWC within 24 hours of that complaint has happened. Steps should be taken to admit the child into shelter home or to the nearest hospital within 24 hours of the report. After complaint lodging, that the child has to be admitted to the nearest hospital or admit to the child into any shelter home. No person shall incur the liability.
Hello.
Reporting of cases. Hello.
Your voice was not audible. That's Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay. So I have to repeat this procedure for the reporting of cases or
No, just one line I think I.
okay. So no person shall incur the liability either civil or criminal for reporting the commission of the offense, right?
Okay.
Now
Hello?
hello?
Hello? Yes.
Huh. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I can go ahead.
So I'm going to next part. Next slide.
Yes. Yeah.
Failure to report the case. So that for institute, if their failure to report the case, so what will be happen? That failure to report or record the commission of the offense would be punishable. That if anyone want to hide that in an institute or might be any authority, they are hiding that report that child abuse has happened in their premises. If they known to come to the commission, that means child care commission, so that will be the punishable offense with 6 months imprisonment or fine, or with both. Might be fine will be happen, or might be 6 months imprisonment will be happen, or might be fine and 6 months imprisonment will be there. So section 21 has mentioned that any person in charge of a company or institution or by whatever name called fails to report in respect of a subordinate under his control would be punished with imprisonment with 1 year and with fine. So there also is mentioned that as an institution, authority, or any person in charge, they has to be report.
Okay.
Otherwise,
So what kind of institution was saying for child?
like the institution means school,
Schools.
any educational, any educational
Okay.
institute, that means schools, or also coaching center. So there will be the
Any activity center? Yes.
Also that can be the preschool also, play school,
Okay.
preschool.
Okay.
That also included
Daycare.
that. Yeah, daycare also. Hostel also that come.
Yes, hostel. We got a lot of cases from a hostel actually.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that will be, and that person in charge, he or she has to be report to the child care child care authority. Otherwise, he or she will be imprisoned for imprisonment with 1 year or with fine. And there might be the false complaint by a child, but that will not be punishable for child.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm going to next slide. There is a mention that punishment. So punishment also with their very strict and very stringent punishment is there. So that is a penetrative sexual assault, not less than 7 years, which may extend to imprisonment for life and fine. So also you know that penetrative sexual assault means any person is doing pushing his sexual means private part to the any child. So that will be come under penetrative sexual assault. If penetrative sexual assault will be happened, so there will be the 7 years imprisonment, or might be that will be extended to life, means life sentence actually, and fine also.
Okay.
Fine. And it also means penetrative can be happen in any home, any other place, also not in school or any hostel or daycare or preschool only.
Yes, it can happen in home also.
So
Like
they just
during
come
this
under,
lockdown.
yeah. So aggravated penetrative sexual assault, that is that it can be happened in any institute or school, preschool, daycare, hostel. That can be under, means it's related with institute only. Aggravated penetrative sexual assault means it's related with any institute or authority or trust is there. So that will become that not less than 10 years, which may extend to imprisonment or life and fine. So that it's very good act for child preventive of child abuse. So any lot means person should know that it can be happened. If they are you for thinking that the child is we can do anything with child, so they can't do that and they can't rescue themselves from that punishment also. If case has happened and if that case has come to the child care authority that it has happened and it is true, so definitely this punishment will become.
Right.
So sexual assault also there, not less than 3 years, which may extend with 5 years and fine. So in sexual assault only sexual assault means that any person is showing his any part of body or any he is showing any doing any sound, right? So doing any sound or maybe he is doing any intent of sexual abuse. He has or she has intention of sexual assault. So that can be happened. So not less than 3 years and may extend to 5 years. Here is not mentioned that life sentence can be done. It's not like that. So aggravated sexual assault also is there. So that is that not less than 5 years and extend to 7 years and fine. The only case of that penetrative sexual assault and aggravated penetrative sexual assault, there can be extend to imprisonment for life. And only for sexual assault or aggravated sexual assault, there will be only the imprisonment for 5 years or maybe 7 years and fine only. So sexual harassment of the child, 3 years and fine. Use of child for pornographic purpose. Many person is doing. We are also seen in newspaper, in news channel. Also, we are so seen in many many paper, news and magazines that child also used for pornographic purposes. So there will be the imprisonment punishment is 5 years and fine, and the event of subsequent conviction 7 years and fines. It's clear?
Yes, that's clear.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to next slide. Yeah, this is the most important part for parents to duty to prevent child abuse. Right. So definitely
Right.
school has some authority or any institute, they have their duty. They has to be do that abuse means prevent of abuse of child. As a parents also, we have some duties to prevent. So that is also about both early. Definitely that thing that doesn't tell our child that means abuse can be happened because they are only they don't have that much of which many might be even 15 years old girl but it might 3 or 4 years child don't have much of sense that what is the body part, what is our body part name is there, and what is private body part. And also it can be happened, the child abuse can be happened with them. Definitely they don't know, but as a parent, we have to give them some tips to prevent the child abuse. So talk about body parts early. Use proper names for body part, or at least teach your child what the actual words are or words are there for body parts. So don't be shy to speak with your child that is your private part, that is your this is all blah 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 is your body part's name. So if you have to become a friendly with your child whenever you want to, if you want to prevent your child abuse. So teach them that some body parts are private. Tell your child that their private parts are called private because they are not for everyone to see. Explain that mommy and daddy can see them naked, but people outside of the home should only see them with their clothes on. Explain how their doctor can see them without their clothes because mommy and daddy are there with them and the doctor is checking their body. So as a parent, you have to very clear what you are teaching or what you are taught your daughter or your the boy, the son. So definitely you have to tell them that private parts are called private because no one can see them. Only mummy or papa, they can see that part, or they can see them naked. But outside of people, might be there is uncle or maternal uncle, or might be their parents, friends are coming, so they can see them as a naked. They can see them only with their clothes on. So also, if explain that doctor can see them without their clothes, because mummy and daddy, the parents are there with him or her, and doctor can check their body. Teach your child body boundaries. So tell your child matter of factly that no one should touch their private parts, and that no one should ask them to touch somebody's else's private parts. So as a parent, you have a lots of duty to prevent child abuse. So that is also part that teach your child body boundaries. That you have to make clear that your child know that their or his or her private parts only private part, and no one can touch or no one can see their private part. Also, they can't see the other's private part. Tell your child that body secrets are not okay. Most perpetrators will tell the child to keep the abuse a secret. So this can be done in a friendly way, such as, I love playing with you, but if you tell anyone else what we played, they won't let me come over again, or it can be a threat. This is our secret. If you tell anyone, I will tell them that it was your idea and you will get in a big trouble. Tell your kids that no matter what anyone tell them, body secrets are not okay, and they should always tell you if someone tries to make them keep a body secret. So you have to make clear that you have to understand your child that if that body secrets are not okay. Any person who has intention of to abuse a child, they can give a threat, or they can behave like that they are playing any game. So don't tell your parents. So it has to be clear to your child that it can be happened with you. So that body secrets are not okay. You have to open on your parents that it has happened. Tell your child that no one should take pictures on their private parts. So I know that as a parent, it's very difficult to become a friendly with your child, but it has to be done, because already told earlier that 92,000 cases has happened during lockdown. So you can understand that why, in which situation when we are going through with our child, because where our child is not safe in that time, also in home also. So we have to become a clear and very friendly to our child to prevent the child abuse. This one is often missed by parents. There is a whole sick world out of there, perpetrators who love to take and trade pictures of naked children online. This is an epidemic, and it's put your child at risk. Tell your kids that no one should overtake pictures of their private parts. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to next slide. Yeah, so it is the parent's duty to prevent child abuse. So teach your child how to get out of scary or uncomfortable situation. This is the most part as a parent to prevent the child abuse, and we have to teach our child that if anyone come to that uncomfortable situation or scary situation, how they can rescue themselves by themselves only that from that situation. So some children are uncomfortable with telling people no. Definitely all the time also, we are also as an adult, we are also facing problem to tell anyone to do no.
Yes.
So especially older peers or adults, Tell them that it's okay to tell an adult they have to leave if something that feels wrong is happening, and help give them to words to get out of uncomfortable situations. So you have to teach your child that if any scary or uncomfortable situation has come, or any peers or adults is there, so they has to be say no. So if they are seeing that is something is feel wrong or happening, is something is wrong happening is going on, so definitely they have to give some words. They have to, so you have to taught your daughter or son to come give some word that they can get out from uncomfortable situations. Tell your child that if someone wants to see or touch private parts, they can tell them that they need to leave for go to potty or urination. So that can be the get out of scary or uncomfortable situation. That they can do this. If they are seeing that can be happened, any uncomfortable situation is coming. Listen. This is the most part, that we are also busy, that as a parents all are working or might be busy on household works and all, so we are not getting so time to encouraging our child, or might be we are not so talking with child that what is going on, what has happened in school with your friends or teachers and non-teaching staffs also. So it has to be do. We have to listen our child. We have to tell them that you have to tell us that what is happening, what is going on in school, friends, teachers, or with non-teaching staffs also. And that is most important, that withdrawal syndrome. How you can know that might be your child is very much introvert, not very extrovert, might be is very shy kind of people, might be very shy, might be not telling anything to you as a child in home, might be. So you have to take care of this, that withdrawal syndrome. Stay silent whole day, irritated behavior, cries while going school. You have to check out that what is going on with him or her, that he is doing this. He is not talking with you in a silent whole day, or might be he is doing any irritated behavior. He is just not doing any chill kind of things. He is also doing any irritated behavior. He don't want to eat anything. Might be that this is favorite for him or her, but they are not taking that food in a proper way. Might be they are not giving that concentration on reading book or any home tasks, or also might be their cries while going school. So you have, as a parent, you have to take care of this. Fine.
Yeah, Shaumin, thank you for this. Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
We are running out of time. 4 minutes.
Okay, so only school duty of prevent sexual abuse is only left. So I'm just
Yes, you
telling
can
that.
just highlight that one.
Yeah, fine. So to ensure compliance with the POCSO Act and safety of school children in general, circular or guidelines have already been issued by CBSE. So as a school, they can't think that sexual abuse can happen in their school and they can running or hide that case. But they also mentioned in CBSE that POCSO Act would be in any school, they have to guide and they have to implement that POCSO Act. So management and staff to be made aware about the provision of Act. Definitely by POCSO consultant should be there, and they have to make aware that POCSO Act is there, and that is also by CBSE guidelines also is there. Conduct of in-house industrialization of gender sensitization, self-defense training to girls, conduct of police verification and psychometric evaluation of all staff and non-teaching staff, constitution of parent-teacher students POCSO consultant committee to address safety needs of students, display of toll-free number and child helpline on notice board with names of teachers designated to handle such cases. So
Is it mandatory for CBSE?
yeah,
CBSE
it's
should
mandatory.
have.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, all CBSE schools, they have to take this. They
Okay.
have to implement POCSO Act, and they have to do this all kind of sessions for parents, for students, teaching staff, for staffs, and so like teacher, principal, and other staffs also, management staff, there has to be. And also they are like POS. There also be internal committee which will be related with parent will be there, teacher will be there, students will be there, and POXO consultant should be there. Fine. So so this is my last, and thank you very much, Shaida, for this lovely session that you are hosting this. So hope we will do again.
So this is your contact number.
Yeah, this is my contact number, and this is my email ID, and this is my LinkedIn profile.
Okay, I am recording this. I will again share that to Facebook page because I think there was some
Okay.
voice problem. So I will again share that to my Facebook page. And next session will again show that you can directly go live from the Facebook page. Okay, from
Okay,
my
fine.
Facebook page. Okay, so that there will be problem.
Okay.
Okay, but thank you
Fine.
for taking this session because it is a kind of a it gave me an idea of about POXO, what is our right as a parent, how should we approach as a parent to school also. I think every
Yes.
school should actually arrange for this training on POXO.
Yes.
Last time I
Yes.
had taken a survey, 63% parents had told like they never attended. They never attended any POXO training in school. Not only
But
for
government
parents,
has also
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
not only for parents but teachers also record. Now, otherwise, how they will understand, how they will report. So
Yeah, definitely. And how they can give that training that what is good touch and what is bad
what
touch
is
for
bad
students
touch?
also.
Yes. So that-
Right. Because lots of cases has happened in Kolkata schools also. So we know that what is happening with the students. So they unfortunately they don't have also they are not implementing the CBSE POXO Act. They have CBSE has also guided that has to be in schools. So it unfortunate scenario for us.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for
Welcome.
this session. I think parents will be and parents needs to know, and we need to have a repeated session on POXO
Yeah.
during this time. I will again